Hello everybody and welcome back to On Point HQ, and currently here in the UK there is a rather awesome TV show being shown called SAS Rogue Heroes, which is all about the founding of the SAS in North Africa. And as hobbyists and gamers, I am pretty sure it's going to be inspiration for a lot of gaming and hobbying projects. Bolt action, chain of command, etc. So what I thought I'd do is just a very short video on my, I'd say current, but it's not. It's I should explain. I started this probably 3 years ago. It has featured on the channel back when my setup was rather different, and I used to show photographs rather than actual figures, but I've moved on since then into better technology. So what I thought I'd do is just a video about what I've made so far with my SAS Desert Raiders. Now, as you can imagine, quite a few of them are kitbashed. It wouldn't be me if they weren't. So I'm going to show you what I've done, how I've made the squads, and just the different kits that I've used to put these together. So let's start off. What have I used as a base? So it's this. This is the Commonwealth infantry box from Warlord Games. An absolutely stonker of a kit. So versatile, great sculpts, works with quite a lot of other projects, and it formed the basis of my SAS project. The bodies, 99% of the bodies in this project are from this box. Additional arms and heads, but for the most part that's where the bodies come from, and a smattering of weapons. What I was aiming for was a ragtag look. They've acquired equipment from a whole manner of different places, and I wanted to reflect this in my miniatures. Like I said, it's not a big project. It's more the section so far. I need to add jeeps and trucks, etc. But I thought I'd show you what I've done. Like I say, it's appeared on the channel a few times, but this will be a much better format. So let's start with the HQ, shall we? So here we have. It's going to be a first lieutenant. Let's get into focus. There we go. So that's the first lieutenant and his assistant. So the assistant is largely built out of the box. That's a good example of what you get in the box. Just look at the crisp sculpt on that. The facial details are brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Now here's the actual lieutenant himself. So his arm, he's carrying a Tommy gun there. That's actually from the Warlord Games US Marines plastic box. And as you can see, it fits really well. They've got short sleeves. It goes really well with the short sleeves that come with the Commonwealth box anyway. And his left arm is actually from the box itself. I believe he's blowing a whistle, but I cut the whistle off, and now he's just sort of at ease, a bit of a restful pose. As you can see, hopefully this demonstrates just how awesome these sculpts are. Please ignore the rather dodgy looking colour on the webbing. I don't know what I was thinking when I initially painted these. It's a sort of a light green. I wanted a faded look, but I'd already used khaki on the uniform, so. It's not historically accurate, but it's the SAS, so there we go. I think it looks quite good. So that's the HQ section. That's the first lieutenant and his assistant. So there you go, 2-man team. So what I did then is I built 3 8-man sections that are largely identical, loadout wise. Excuse me, but a lot of them very different looking. So let's start with this section in the middle. As you can see, I've gone for 8-man, rather to just note their sort of small squad status. But let's have a look at some of these chaps. So as you can see, the bodies are all largely based on the torsos that you get inside the Commonwealth box. I've added some additional heads, etc. This was actually the first project where I used cork basing, and I've been using it ever since. In fact, if you watch the first part of my Deutsche Afrika Korps blog series, you notice the cork basing on there, and it's very similar. Here we have a Deutsche Afrika Korps chap here, and the basing is very similar. These are definitely going to be opposing forces at some point. Anyway, let's have a look at the figures. So this first chap here and the second chap, both their arms are from the US Marine Corps box. Again, they fit in really well. So the heads are from the Commonwealth box as well. And we have this chap here yelling. That Tommy gun comes with the set, and here we have a prone LMG gunner with the pith helmet there. So this guy here, again, quite kit bash. So body and head from the box. Right arm is US Marine. It's either US Marine or it's German Grenadier. I cannot remember. I think it might be German Grenadier. Actually, it might be US Marine. Either way, it's from a different box anyway. And the left arm that's holding the Tommy gun, you can see it a bit better there. So that I know that arm is from the US Marine box, and I've added the additional Thompson there, just so it's in his hand. What else we got? And again, more conversion here. So the arm holding the magazine on this chap here is from the box, and I believe his left arm is from the USMC box, and the rifle's actually from the really old British infantry box. Crikey, we're going back a bit there. I just happen to have that knocking around in my bits box. Again, the second guy along, I think that's from the Commonwealth box, and then the arms from the US Marine. This guy with the map, again, I think that's from the US Marine Corps box, and then again just with the arm holding the rifle. And I think that's a rifle from the old British infantry box as well. Again, just goes to show you how versatile you can make these. And I think with them being SAS as well, they're really going to benefit from having a real mix of weapons and styles and headgear, etc. So that is the first section. Let's move on to the second. Again, more kit bashing on these chaps. Let's get a bit closer, get that in focus. So these two at the front, him and him. Arms again from the US Marine box. They just fit really well. And they've got some really good running poses in this box as well. So a good mix of arms with the side arm makes it look as if they're running or rushing into cover. Again, they just work. You wouldn't think that was part of a different kit. I just think it just blends in really well. So this chap here, I think the left arm is the one that I've added. I think again that's from the US Marine box. Again, what I did with these is if they have got a running pose, I wanted the arms to look as if they were running as well. And then we've got the different variants of Tommy gun there. This guy here. Oh lordy. So the arms are from the actual Commonwealth British box, but you'll notice he's wearing a red fez. I just thought with them being in the desert and being the SAS and the cavaliers and rogues that they were, one of them might have taken to wearing a red fez. So that's him there. I actually got that head from the plastic SS box by Warlord. It represents the SS Handschar division, but painted it red. Very Tommy Cooper-esque. I just think it works really well. It gives her a bit of character as well, a bit of fun. So this guy at the back here is an interesting one. I started to run out of bodies with the shorts. I thought, that's a bit of a pain, isn't it? What can I do about that? So, digging through my spares, I found a kneeling body from the US Marine box. And it was just a case of adding bits and pieces to hide the obvious American uniform with the different equipment, the headgear. I even put one pouch under there to break it up. He's got nice raggedy trousers, which really fits into the desert sort of. On long range missions, your uniform's not going to stay in pristine condition, really, is it? But no, that was again just thinking outside the box, and what could I do to get around having a missing body from the section. Again, fits in really well. So the Bren gunner there, yeah, straight out the box. As is this guy at the back with a revolver and a rifle slung over his shoulder. This guy here, a bit of work done on him. So as you can see, the right arm throwing the hand grenade, that is from the US Marine box. Again, works really well with this box. The left arm is from the US Marine box. But what I've done, if you can see that, I've added a Sten gun from the old British infantry box. It's just a nice range of weapons, a good mix. I think that pose, look, the pose works. He's running along, clutching a stern, about to hoik a hand grenade at someone. Poor unfortunate soul. So that is the second section, and on to the third section. Ooh, there we go. So again, this guy here, again, the arm is from the US Marine box. He's thrown that grenade, and that arm is from the Commonwealth box itself. This guy's even got an MP40. I don't know where he's got that from. He's probably stolen it. This guy reminds me of Quint from Jaws, with his woolly hat and his sideburns and his moustache. He looks a bit like Quint from Jaws. So he's been nicknamed Quint anyway. This guy here, again, the Tommy gun straight at the box, and that left arm is from the US Marine box. Again, that arm, the arm of the binoculars, excuse me, I think that's either US Marine or German Grenadier. Either way, short sleeves works really well, and the slung rifle over the shoulder is from the Commonwealth box itself. Let's look at a few other chaps. So there's the same arm that I used on the Lieutenant. So it's the Thompson from the US Marine box. There's the ammo hole, the ammo carrier for the LMG. I'll get to the LMG in a second. A little bit different, but that arm there is definitely from the plastic Grenadiers box. As you can see, it's the German ammunition case. Why is it German? I'll get to that in a second. And the right arm, again, from the Commonwealth box itself. This guy here running. So Tommy gun from the Commonwealth box, left arm from the US Marine box. Now we have this guy here. He's got himself an MG34. He's acquired that from somewhere, again, and his left arm again is from the German Grenadier box with the German ammunition box there. Again, just look really well. And the right arm comes from the US Marine box. As you can see, they all fit. They all work together really, really well. And what you get, as I often like to say, is I have figures that no one else will have. Just by going fishing through your various bits and pieces you may have lying around your bits boxes, and that's the quality, the versatility of the Warlord Games boxes never ceases to amaze me. There's bits and pieces from all over different boxes in these, and they just look like standard figures, which works even better. There we go. As one last look at Quint from Jaws, he's got better. But hopefully that will show you and provide some ideas or inspiration to go out and cobble together your own SAS Desert Raiders. I had a lot of fun putting these together. Painted them a while back, and like I said, they've featured on the channel before, but I don't think I've shown them up close in that detail before. But hopefully, like I said, a bit of inspiration. Just go to show you, if you want to pick up some individual sprues, hopefully this shows you how they work and how they all go together. Well, I hope you found that helpful. If you've got any comments or questions about this or bolt action or gaming in general, just pop them down below and I'll certainly respond to all comments and questions. But as always, thanks for watching, do take care, may your dice roll well, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So bye bye for now.